In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Take a few moments now to light the first, second, and third candle in your Advent wreath, remembering that next week we will light the fourth one on our own. A time to know your deepest longings of joy and love. As a deer longs for flowing streams, so my soul longs for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When shall I come and behold the face of God? My tears have been my food day and night, while people say to me continually, "Where is your God?" Psalm 42, verses 2 to 4. It was winter, and a woman was taking a walk in the woods when she came face to face with a deer. The town had been in the midst of a stretch of very cold weather, and the stream was mostly frozen over. She stopped at a place where the swift current of the stream broke through to the surface and swirled around before it disappeared back under the ice. As she sat for a while, watching and listening to the gurgling water, a deer quietly appeared. They stared at one another for a few moments, and sensing she was no threat, the deer moved to the edge of the water and drank deeply. She recalled the words, "As a deer longs for flowing streams, so my soul longs for you, O God." She had been experiencing a kind of winter in her soul. There were a few signs of life, and the Spirit of God seemed to have become frozen over within her. Somehow, she was drawn to this external image of internal longing, flowing water, finding a way to bubble up from beneath solid ice. It was Advent, and she was longing, even though she was barely aware of her discontent. Like everyone else, she had been caught up in the busyness of Christmas preparations. Though she had lit the Advent candles at home and had tried to pray, she needed more. She needed time to really allow herself sense of longing to swirl up and become clear. She knew then that she needed a closer relationship to God, and that she had to stop just going through the motions of her prayer life. The gift God offers these final 2 weeks of Advent is the invitation to explore your inner longings for joy and love. The Church, through our Advent customs and even the changing weather of the season, itself supports such inner work. It's time to live out what's in your heart. If you have gotten confused and lost in your faith, there is one sure way to find your way back, and that is to love somebody. Look around to see who in your life could use a loving response. It might be your son or daughter who's confused about an impending decision, and they need someone to listen, truly listen. Or it might be your spouse who is overwhelmed with responsibilities and could use a help to shoulder some of those duties. Or it might be that my parish offers me the chance to help make Christmas happier for a family in need. The Advent gift this week is the joy and love God places in our hearts.